Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 20. Three-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
Well, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Ready? 40, September, 19 Lions. Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, Panther 11, Panther 8, Cub 19, Cub 79 Broncos.
Willis will look to throw it. Looking outside him, he's got a man. That's Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
50 Broncos, 50, Buffalo 18, 19, Top 18, Pioneer, Trap 60, Go.
Willis looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
18 Rattler.
Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Right back to the air with Willis. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
18, pioneer.
Now Willis. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Mustang 19. Go.
Here's Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Hold the ready. 70 range. Trap 50. Trap 60.
Back to throw, Willis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of a yard. And now we've got a third down and 3. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
This ball nearly intercepted. Oh, once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead.
18 Rebel, 18 Rebel. Let's go. Viking, 77 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
18, Pioneer. 19, sight. 19, Mustang 19.
Willis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs from 6 yards away. And the Packers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Eagles, first down. 45-yard line.
Well, first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Now inside the 25. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
19 right, 60, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw, Willis. That's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now Willis to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Willis to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
19 tight, Mustang 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 13 yards out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Dixie Maverick. Dixie Maverick.
To throw, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 left, Panther 11, Panther 11,
First down.
Willis looks to pass it here. Now he's going to step up and run. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
First down.
Shot 50, shot 70 red, Buffalo 18.
Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick-6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
That's good. For the Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great, set.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Packers 31, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
18, 19 Lions.
Now Willis. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, 79 Broncos.
Willis looking to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Dragon 60, ready. 19, 18, 60 average, 60, top 19. Warrior 70, trap 60, trap 60. Ready,
Willis will look to throw it. Willis complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
19 tight, 19 tight.
First down.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Here's Willis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Willis looking to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Here now a 3rd and 20.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Willis to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
28 yards. That's good. For our Packers.
Buffalo 18, 5 in, 65. 19 tight, 19 tight.
First down, Green Bay.
Now Willis. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Willis. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go. Shot. 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 17. Ready.
Willis. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Ready. 18. 5 in. Check. Bobcat. Check. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Willis on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Willis, 4th down here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Malik Willis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 45 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ready, 19 lock, trap 50, trap 60.
Back to throw, Willis. Tries the crossing route and hits Watson. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
18, unlock Lions, unlock Lions. 70 Rangers, 60 Mavericks, 60, 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Now Willis to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
19. Let's go. 18 Cubs. Cowboy 80. Cub 19. Cub 19. Dragon 60. 60 bucks. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To throw, here's Willis. Oh, he's got him in wide open. Complete. Touchdown. Jaden Reed, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 59 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Packers.
79 Brock, 7 Buffalo 18.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
19 tight.
That's another. Packers.
Panther 11, Panther 18, 19.
And the Packers.
To throw, here's Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Willis looks to pass it here. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 6 yards away. And the Packers have got it on cruise control. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in 1 game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2 yards to go, second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Willis. And that is incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Willis from the gun on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Got it. Ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Go street.
From the gun, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Check. Steady.
Now Willis. Out to the left here to Reed. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, it's even fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Willis looking to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points on the board,